We are the Morning Hustle.
Morning Hustle Show, L'Oreal. We are at the Media House for BET Awards 2025, and I am so excited to say we have Giveon in the building.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, I love you.
Thank you.
Everybody does, though. Your voice is incredible. Your music is incredible. You know what I really love about you? Like, you bring back like the Marvin Gaye feeling,
I
like
love that.
when artists used to care about how they look, like very tailored, very clean cut, very just everything.
I feel like that's a big part of it. It's like it's all a presentation, but also I'm lucky to be able to be my complete self, because this is just how I move around in
That's
general.
you, period.
Yeah, I want to smell good. I want to have a clean cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could tell.
Yeah, it's just-
Everything. Are You Even Real?
Right. See?
And Are You Even Real is one of
Am I?
my favorite songs.
You like it?
Like it. I love it. I come in the studio singing it in the morning. It's just like, it's a beautiful song. How did
Yeah.
you and Teddy link up to do that?
So he was leaving a VMA after party, and I was getting there a little late, so I could have me a glass of wine and then go to bed. And then I stopped him because he's a vocal powerhouse. Just
Incredible.
soulful, and I just had to let him know.
Yeah.
And he shared the same love back.
Yes.
And then a week or two later, Are You Even Real came across my desk, and he was just like, yo, I would love to, if you like it or not. Because it's always, you don't want to force an artist to make something, but I heard it. And if I didn't like it, I would have been like, yeah, this don't work.
Right.
But it right away, literally start
Immediately.
working on it like the same day I got it.
This is like a wedding song to me.
And that's why I love it too, because a lot of my, like, I approach writing a little different. Mine is just more like, I use it as a form of therapy. So it's not necessarily gonna be the most romantic, sweep you off your feet, Are You Even Real sound. But because of that, sometimes people think you don't have the ability to go into that bag or that pocket.
Yeah.
So this allowed me to exercise just the more romantic side of what I have to say.
Yeah,
So
I love that.
I'm grateful for Teddy for that.
Yes, and
Yeah.
so can we see more of y'all together? I feel like it's something magical between
Yeah.
the two of y'all that it's just like, it's great.
Yeah, I think we could do because I dropped this album July 11th, and then I tour, and then depending on how that goes, I could see me and Teddy doing like a little EP or
A
something.
project together, that's what I was thinking.
But timing's a real thing too, though.
Yeah.
Because he's probably like, he's working. I don't know if he announced it yet, but no, he did. He's having a baby.
Oh,
So,
I didn't
yeah,
know
with
that.
his
Well,
girlfriend,
congratulations. Yeah, no Keisha Cole. You don't want to be the Keisha Cole Ashanti
What
thing.
what they
Oh,
do?
she by mistake said that Ashanti was pregnant with baby number 2 during an interview.
And she wasn't?
I don't
Oh,
know.
it was supposed to
just
be-
recently she just said it, so I think it wasn't supposed to be announced yet.
But that's the thing too, because it's like with friends, like my mama would do that sometimes. I'll tell her something and I'll go on Instagram and she posting it. I'm like, Mama,
Mom, what you doing?
you're not supposed to say this yet.
I
And she
don't-
be like, oh, okay, my bad.
I don't think mom should have Instagram. I'm gonna be honest with you because my mama be doing the same
Yeah.
thing. She be blowing me up sometimes. That's
But
all.
now she get the approvals now. But now she do it for everything. I'm like, you could post that.
She like, can I post my plate?
So, but it's funny. But it's hard though. But he said it.
I
hope.
love that. I love that though. I want the two of y'all to do a project together, but you
Yeah.
have your own project coming
I
out
have it.
July 11th, Beloved.
Beloved.
Beloved. Why Beloved?
It's just, I love that word because it encapsulates the sound, because it's such a, not old school, but it's more of it ain't baby.
Yeah.
It ain't whatever new slang for a girl is or your lover. Now it's more classy.
So do you
And it's-
call women that? Is that
Yeah.
your pet name for women? Beloved?
Yeah, but I gotta warm up to it because it's like a newer thing, so they think
Yeah.
I'm being funny.
Yeah.
They be like, what?
Because it sounds a little gangsta of you
Yeah,
too.
it sounds a little player.
It does.
So if you don't know that I grew up with my uncles and grandpa saying that,
Yeah.
it comes off as like, where are you getting this from?
Right.
I was like, I was just around them for a summer, and now that's what it is. But that's where a lot of my inspo come from. I go back home and spend time with family, and then I see that all the Philadelphia soul music they was playing and all the music I grew up on. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, this is my world. This is my sound.
Yeah.
And I've been always trying to get to the sound of this album, but I wasn't ready yet. I didn't have the taste or just like even the ability yet to get to that point.
So you've grown drastically with your music.
I grow the same pace I grow as a man, I grow as an artist.
Wow, I love that. So Rather Be, why did you choose to lead with that single? FYI, I love it. The video too, like I said, everything about you clean, fire, like
intentional.
just, yeah.
I think it was just the arrangements and the horns, the strings, everything is played live. And it's a great representation of the sound of the album.
Yeah.
So I don't really like singles that much because it's out of context. I'm an album artist. I like people to hear everything at once. So I have to be super intentional about even what songs I pick because I know people are going to be like, that's how they're going to judge what's coming up. So I wanted people to know that this is a story that's going to come up.
Right.
This sound, this aesthetic, this all it is.
And you said this music is meant to be heard live.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it's all live.
Live music.
The music was made a lot of times with just jam sessions, and then we found a groove, and we was like, okay, yeah, that right there, and we stayed right there, and then I'll start writing to it.
So what is the studio like with you? Like, say, do you let people come in there with you, or is it just whoever's creating is the only people?
Usually it's some collaborators like musicians or my engineer.
Is it dim? Is it like set
it feels like a date. It feels like a date.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have some wine. If I'm stuck, maybe a young lady every once in a while. Just for the info.
As a muse.
As a muse. But for a lot of times I do like to balance it. I like to have those moments, or I'll just have it with me and my engineer so I can focus. Because when it's a group of people, that's more for the inspo because I like to, all of my songs start with a conversation. I'll just be like, so how was your day? Like, what's going on with y'all? And then we talk, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, exactly. And then that's why I just want the songwriting to sound as authentic as possible.
Yeah.
And I want it to sound like a conversation because it actually starts as a conversation.
I love that. So you've had to remove people away from you because of their conversations.
Yeah, or like, take that combo in another room.
Because it'll be like negative or something ever?
Well, nah, because if it's negative, it's like, I could take inspo from that too. Because negative isn't even always horrible with creativity. It's just, sometimes the negativity is the most honest stuff.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it could come off as a little too bubblegum or too sterile or too, like love song. I'm writing my versions of love songs. Because even if something didn't work out, I still cared enough to write a song about it. So to me, that's love in itself.
Yeah.
I could have just wrote it off like.
That's true.
Yeah.
Your voice, though, you have like a very unique sound. We always know when it's you on that record.
That's the goal.
And that's something we don't see mostly, because you'll hear somebody, you'll be like, is this so-and-so? Is this so-and-so? It sounds like the same people over and over. How do you keep that your sound?
Yeah.
Because, like I said, people are stealing left and right.
Yeah.
How do you protect that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple times where I heard something and I was like,
Is that me?
Yeah, that's a little close. That's a little close, but I would be remiss to be like, of course, that's a compliment, because it's just like, why wouldn't you want someone to at least try? So in order for me to keep that sound though, I have to constantly elevate.
Yeah.
Because it's someone under me listening who's gonna start to try to take the sound, and then if I'm stagnant while they're making progress, they're gonna eclipse me and be like, it's gonna be their sound now. So that's why I don't rush to drop music.
You don't fall into the pressures.
I don't get too algorithmic because I'm trying to build trust. I'm trying to build the idea if someone sees my name on something, they know it's something of quality.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of outside influence on like the internet or wherever to try to make artists rush.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was just talking to Victoria Monet, and it made me think of a question with you. You seem like it's easy for you to make this music, right?
Yeah.
You have huge hits that are hanging over your head, but you still are able to create. With her, she said it's a little intimidating when you do have a big song like that. So how did you get past those jitters? Because even like for Cardi B, who's hesitant to put out her second project, you know what I mean? Like, what is some advice you may be able to give them?
I think I was fortunate enough I wasn't trying to make a hit. Like, to me, I feel like the best hits are accidental hits. Like, even Heartbreak Anniversary, that took 2-3 years for people to catch on.
I love that song.
So I'm just like, I wasn't expecting people to be dancing to that. And like, and I try to approach each song like I'm making it for one person. Like, I want that person to hear it and be like, oh, he talking to me.
But I think we all knew who you were talking about on Heartbreak Anniversary, or we didn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because that was 2019.
Oh, so it was
people didn't catch on to it till 2021. Yeah, so it's just like a lot of my like muses are just I love normal. That's why I try to stay out of the limelight as well, because it could affect your creative process too. It could make you try to make specific songs, blah 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 blah. Or if a song is too big, that's still a part of the limelight. It's like, oh, I want to make sure I top that. It's kind of like, it's not fair to a song that you need to make, that if one person hear it, it's going to help them through whatever it is that they're going through.
Yeah.
Like, that person needs to hear that song, even if it's significantly smaller than the one before. But it's outside pressure.
Yeah. So would you you've had a public relationship before.
Yeah.
So would you do kinda? Why do you say kinda? I mean, we knew about it.
Yeah, true.
That makes it public.
Sure.
Would you do that again?
I wouldn't want to, just solely because, like, I don't want everyone to think every song is about that public relationship.
We always do that, don't we?
People always do that. And sometimes writers will bounce around. Like, sometimes we'll write about something 2-3 relationships ago. So, but I mean, you never know.
Because like I said, we all thought that Heartbreak Anniversary was about Justine.
No, that was 2019.
Oh, okay, so that wasn't. That was just a speculation. So when you did you try to explain that?
No, I think that's the difference between artists and being an artist and the world of, like, it's like once you make it and release it, whatever comes back, you just gotta let it go.
You gotta let it go, because if you read those comments and let that can affect you.
I'm just more focused on the creative process is my baby.
Yeah.
So anything that would change me being authentic in that process, I try to stay away from that.
Yeah, I do feel like sometimes when relationships get into the public view, they get messed up regardless. Like, regardless of if they just think that something is about them, but it's also, you're looking at every like that the person does. You're looking if they follow each other, if they're met.
And that's not even just, because I have friends who are, like, not in the limelight, who are, like, they have social media causes stuff with them too.
Yeah.
So I think it's just I don't know, but it's also, social media is very new. It's newer than we think it is.
Yeah.
So we all just trying to learn and figure it out and navigate it, honestly.
Would you not follow the person that you date? Like, would you want them not to follow you?
No, I don't care. I'll follow anyone.
Does that matter?
Yeah, and I also I like to use my Finsta. I follow fashion, I follow art, I follow movies, I follow.
Do you clap back from your Finsta, to be honest?
I don't got the energy for that.
Sometimes it be one person you might just want to check one day.
Oh, right, like that said something to me?
Yeah.
No, I'm grown.
Yeah, I could tell
I don't know
that.
how people have energy. So I like using social for inspo. I really do. Because then it'll put me on a movie I never seen. It'll put me on a restaurant I never been to. An artist.
Yeah.
Like, I love discovering artists on, like, whether it be like a TikTok, or especially because Heartbreak Anniversary, TikTok was like a real discovery tool for me. So I think there's bad things about it, but there's a lot of beautiful things too. Like, somebody gonna see this and be like, oh, I didn't know I didn't even know Giveon wasn't British. They're gonna figure that out right now.
What was that rumor?
I don't know. I think
crazy.
It started, I don't know. People just assume.
They were saying that about you. I do remember that now that you say that.
And I have like a viral performance of me playing Heartbreak Anniversary with some wine on a stage in London.
That's probably why.
It didn't help at all.
It's probably why.
And I'm from Long Beach.
But London, Long Beach, no?
No, Paris.
No, you sure? I don't know, because y'all be tricking us, you UK people.
Right,
No.
I know. I'm a good.
He said right. I knew it. You heard it here first.
Right, I might be, man. I just gotta own it.
Yes, you should.
I just gotta own it.
Go over there and get all your love. Get all your
know.
flowers.
I love them over there, though.
Okay, BET Awards. It's the 25th anniversary. How many BET Awards have you been to before?
One,
Quite a few.
two, I think three. Two, three.
Okay, so 3. What is your favorite moment from any weekend? Because you said you met Teddy Swims. What was that, VMA?
Yeah, after party.
After party. So what about BET? Was there any moments that happened this weekend that was big for you? Or
Well, this is my first
First day?
thing here.
Oh.
Yeah. 'Cause
Sorry,
I just
you
got
missed
no.
the
I just
whole
got
weekend.
here. I just got here. I'm promoting. I'm telling people
yeah,
about this
you got to
album.
do it. But we've been outside, okay? I'm
right.
struggling right now.
I know that's why. So you was at the after parties then.
Yeah, I was outside.
That's why you was.
I was outside last night. We gonna pull you outside
I know I
tonight.
have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I know how to. Contrary to popular belief, I'll step out.
Yeah. Okay.
sure.
So I was saving this question for the carpet, but I'll ask you here: if you could give one person an award for anything, who would that person be?
One person an award for anything.
For anything you want to give them an award for. It could be an artist, it could be a family member, it could be
Yeah.
a friend, anyone.
I'll give. I don't know what the award would be called, but I'll give it to my mom
Yeah.
for not deterring me away from being an artist. She never instilled fear in the process of, or if I failed, she was just like, if you succeed, that's on you. If you fail, that's on you. But I love you either way.
Yeah.
And she would be like, you can be whatever you want. Because as I'm just learning that there's a lot of people who are out of love or out of fear, they stop people from following their dreams.
That's right.
Because they don't want you to deal with the disappointment. But that disappointment is more of a projection of the disappointment they've probably felt. But my mom was just always just like, do you? And she deserves an award for that.
I love that.
I like that. That's a good question.
Giveon, you're
Thank
so
you.
good. Thank you so much. Did she let you stay in the house while you was working on your dream?
Well, we had to stay in the house, so we ain't getting into no trouble.
Yeah, I know that's right. Because
In Long Beach.
that's pretty dangerous. Yeah, you could have been outside with E40. No, just thank you so much, Giveon.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you.
Nice talking to you as well.
We are the morning hustle.